Before I went into the military, I often wondered, what's going to happen to me? What options do I have? What am I going to do? The people who even made me aware of this was my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin Ramona. My cousin, they taught me how to dress. They taught me how to talk properly to people. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. They taught me those things, basic, things. My cousin Ramona taught me how to talk to women, how to talk to girls at that time, how to treat them right. When you went to a dance and you went up to a girl, you would say, excuse me, can I have this dance? And if they said, no, thank you. You'd say, okay, thank you very much. Maybe the next one, and then you turn around and walk away. You didn't have to say nothing mean to them or anything. Um, because of my uncle, I dressed really nice. I had nice clothes. I had nice suits, nice shoes. I mean, I looked really sharp. Even now, when I meet some of the people from back in high school, they refer to that, how you were always nicely dressed and, everything. But that was my uncle and my aunt and my cousin Ramona. And my cousin Ramona was going to UOP, and her friends were going to UOP. And they were I would hang out with them every once in a while and overhear them talking. And that's what made me wonder, what was I going to do with my life? I mean, the fields, I knew how to work in the fields, and I had this energy about me that, because I'm hyper, bouncing all the time, that man, I could do this one, I knew how to drive a tractor, I knew how to do other things, but other than that, there really wasn't very much for me, I couldn't even fill out a basic application for a job. It looked like chicken scratch. It looked like a third grader did it, because that's about the education I had, was about a third grade education. So that was the real reason that, to me, if they would have given me a different option, if I could have maybe done like the Peace Corps or the Job Corps or something that today they give you some options. For me, it was the Marine Corps. It was the Army, it was the Navy, it was some military thing that could help me, that would give me benefits, that would give me a future, something that I could look forward. And it truly did. If it wasn't for the military, because afterwards I ran into friends who barely ever left Stockton. I've traveled all over, man. I've seen things and done things that most people can't even imagine. And that was due to even though the part of my military experience was just so terrible, the other part of it was beneficial for me, So I wasn't a deep thinker. I didn't even know that they had like biology and philosophy classes and literature in high school. And when I went to junior college, and they would ask the teacher, say, well, what kind of background do you have? Blah, blah, blah. I said, they offered those in high school? I always had remedial reading, remedial math, underwater basket weaving, classes like that just feel. I took some shop classes, and I learned woodworking classes, and I thought maybe I could become a carpenter. Jesus was a carpenter, I thought that would be something good for me to do. But I didn't have any focus. I was just like running all over, and all of the things that were going on. There was a few people that I remember tried to talk to me about the military and the negative part of it. People who were aware of what Vietnam was and what was going on in Vietnam. But being that I was raised a patriot with my father and my uncle and all of that, I thought them communists, how dare you, man, look at you. You live in the best country in the world and you're talking down about it. You should go in the military, man. Maybe, and this was before I went in the military, because that was my mindset. I didn't. Boy, did it ever change. I mean, my world changed. Once I really saw what was going on, it rocked my world.